fam, welcome back. Today is going to be the season premiere of season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm super excited. Atlanta is my favorite franchise, so let's get into it. We start with RHOA and Martell, and I've already seen this part because they showed this in the first 5-minute sneak peek where we were introduced to them as a couple. They seem to have good chemistry though, I'm not gonna lie, even though we know it's, not that genuine. They have Martell change on camera, like, okay, too much. And they're trying to paint him in like this good light where we know he's not that great of a person. We see how he does his ex and his side pieces, and yeah. Then they talk about Kandi and how she called him an opportunist, and he brings up how they called Todd an opportunist.
I guess you forgot what opportunist was. Your husband.
Which is a good point. But Todd and Kandi have a real marriage. This relationship isn't real. So next we get the Kandi coded clique, Don Juan, Kandi, and Carmen. They talk about Sheree's website last season and how it was an epic fail. It really was. Like, she dropped the ball last season with that finale. I truly believe she would have sold out if it was ready. Like Kandi said, she is never prepared when it comes to the business. Kenya comes in, and I already knew Kenya was coming with the tea because, Kenya rarely just has a scene where she's just there chilling. Marietta comes in shortly after, and, I hope she gives us more this season, but Marlo did say she's gonna get messy, so we'll see. And Kandi immediately got on her because she felt like Marietta didn't have her back last season, and she was agreeing with Marlo. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all feel like she should be allowed to disagree, or do y'all feel like she should have had Kandi back? Let me know in the comments. So Kenya talked about her new man, RHOA, and we see a picture. Okay, he's decent looking and she seems happy. Apparently the ladies have an issue with Kandi's spoofs. I don't know why. I think they're cool. But of course, they just clearly coming for Kandi this season. Then they talk about Martell, and Marietta and Kandi been hearing things in the streets.
Me.
The streets been talking to you too?
Yes!
Kandi always hearing things in the streets. So Kenya brings up the fact that he slid in her DMs.
It's a little awkward because he did lightweight try to talk to me.
What?
Yes.
No.
Reaching out via Instagram. He slid up in your DMs.
They tried to go look at the DM, but when she accepted the request, it was no longer there because he deleted it. So she should have at least read it though. She didn't look at it when he first sent it. I don't know. So then Kandi talks about her and Todd's current issues because he wants her help writing a play and she doesn't have time to do it because she's doing so much, but he feels like he's always helping her, but she never pulls aside time to help him. And she gets emotional because she feels like he just kind of sets it up in a way where, they don't have time to do it to make her look like the problem. And that may be true, but we did see another scene when she was doing a confessional. One of her kids FaceTimed her and begged her to come home and do something. I can't remember what it was, but they were begging her to come home. We've heard Riley say she doesn't have enough time. Like, this isn't the first time we've heard this. So maybe he's just trying to get her attention. And then Kenya advises her to make more time for Todd, which I agree. We move on to Sonya, who's throwing this birthday bash for Ross. She's feeling pressure because last season she did throw a cheap party. So she's feeling pressured. And then Sanya's family starts calling her out on, not having structure or a routine for the kids. And goodness, I know that's how Caribbean families typically are, but sheesh. So Kandi and Todd are at home, and Todd is working while Kandi is trying to urge him to spend more family time. But he's on his laptop, not paying her no mind. So she gets upset. She starts singing because she don't have the energy. And I just think it's funny because both of them have the same issue. So it's funny when both of them get mad at each other for the same thing. It's like the Spider-Man meme. We then see Marlo with her boys because their mother, which is her sister, still hasn't reached out to her. They seem to be in a better place, which is good. And then a life coach shows up because Marlo is trying to learn more gentle parenting. Again, that's very good. And I hope that she's not just doing this for a storyline. So then Sonya goes over to Chateau Sheree to work out because y'all know she got everything in there. They work out, and then the new girl, Courtney, shows up. So we meet her through Sheree because they're friends. Most of y'all have probably seen this scene. I already saw this too because this came out in a sneak peek. They were asking Courtney pretty much, you know, who she knew. And she said she already knew Marlo. And she kind of ran in the same circles as Kandi. And Kandi was asking people if she was telling people that they were friends.
We've been in similar circles. I don't know if I told you this, but I thought this was interesting. Did I tell you she was calling around asking some people about me? And she was like, I heard she said that we were friends.
Okay. And then Sheree says that Kandi has a lot of time on her hands, apparently, because she's making these spoofs. And I don't know why she cares about these spoofs so much. It's really not a big deal to me. But then she said something else. Like, kind of got me when she said it. It threw me for it. She said if Kandi isn't talking about her, she's probably eating or sucking. Now she's still going on with this locker room nonsense, and I'm just trying to figure out, did you write the note? So it's time for Ross's birthday party, the main event. This is where it goes down. The party is pretty nice, not gonna lie, but I would expect her to go all out for her husband versus the ladies. So Ralph shows up without Drew because there's a family emergency and she's not feeling well. And I'm sitting here like, why is he not with her? He said that he felt that it was important to show Ross love. So you felt like it was more important to be with him versus your wife? But then I thought about it and I was like, now is Drew lying and she just didn't want to go because her and Sonya not in a good spot? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think she lying or do y'all think, you know, stuff is really going on? Y'all know Drew, she fabricates. Kandi speaks to Sheree. Sheree does slight her a little bit. Now she's not feeling Kandi because of these spoofs that she's been making. So then Kenya tries to speak to Sheree and get in her and Martell's business. That Sheree has been throwing shade this episode. She been making me chuckle, not gonna lie. Sheree said she needs to worry about if Mark is gonna take more manner in that divorce and add some baseboards. Cause y'all know she told Kenya she needed baseboards and trims. So Courtney is speaking to Kandi while Mayetta, Sheree, and Kenya go somewhere else to talk. So Courtney brings up the friend thing, and Kandi confirms that somebody did say that Courtney did say that she knew Kandi. And then Courtney confirms that she said it. So girl, why did you do all that talking earlier with Sheree and Sonya like you didn't say it? But she's so hung up on the friends word, like I didn't say friends, but you still said you knew her. But Kandi was like, what's the energy? Ooh. Kandi was not with it from jump. Maybe she wasn't already feeling that Courtney was telling people that she knew her. So they flip to Mayetta, Sheree, and Kenya, and Mayetta brings up the rumors about Martell speaking to other women. Sheree paid it. She don't really care what Mayetta gotta say. They flip back to Kandi and Courtney, and Kandi is just straight up like, I don't know you. I don't know you. I know your friend, but I don't know you. And Kandi is like, back, and get out my face. Like, Kandi is not playing with this girl. I guess Courtney got a little too buck when she was trying to apologize, and that's when Kandi really got ticked off, and that's when she made the headbutt comment. Now, I don't know if Kandi is just already in a bad mood because of what's going on with her and Todd, or like I said, if she just wasn't already feeling this girl, but she got ticked off a little quicker than normal. So they flip back to Kenya, Sheree, and Mayetta, and Kenya tells her that Martell slid in her DMs. Sheree immediately wants to see the DM, and she calls Martell over to address it in front of him. And of course, they end the episode there. So in next week's episode, we're going to get the argument. But now we know where the argument stems from. Now, they brought it episode 1, not gonna lie. I'm excited for this season. I already have a feeling this is going to be better than last season. This is probably going to be one of the best seasons we have had since like season 9, season 10. This was a very good first episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about everything in the comments down below. Stay happy, healthy, and all of that good stuff. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.